Hi there, David Kelly here for grassrootsvegan.com. I'm just enjoying my green smoothie. I first like to chew on my smoothie before swallowing it to release the saliva into the smoothie to help with digestion. It's very important to do when you're drinking your smoothie. But what I would like to talk about today is the VIBRAM 5 fingers. I finally got myself a pair. Here, I'll show them to you. There you go. See that? These are like slipper shoes, I guess you can describe them. They're made out of some kind of synthetic material, and they fit snug on your feet and each individual toe. Thus they are called VIBRAM 5 fingers. And the reason why I bought them was because I like to run and I like to walk a lot. And you know, I was one point I got myself to the point where I was running a half marathon and I was training for a full marathon, and then I injured myself. And what I was, what I bought up until now is like these expensive runners that are heavily padded with the arches and all the high-tech stuff, right? And then I did a little, well, I actually discovered on the internet about, there's a professor that did research about running and what is the most natural way to run. And it turned out, what he discovered was that, I don't know his name offhand, but you can find him on the internet. Just, I don't know, Google VIBRAM 5 fingers, and I'm sure you'll come up with his site eventually and his research on the natural way to run. And it turns out that these high-tech runners are doing damage to our legs and to our feet with extensive running. And the natural way to run is barefoot. And in the past, the top Olympics winners, the gold winners, were these guys from Africa, like Kenya, and they would be running marathons barefoot. So I thought that was, because by that point, when I read this article, I had pretty much resigned myself to the fact that I'd never be able to run a full marathon, and that running was, as humans, we were not genetically designed to run. And it turns out that's not true. Running is very much a part of our genetic makeup, and we make very good runners. We're just not good like other animals. They sprint really well, but humans can run long distances because we sweat, and so we're good at it. That's what we're designed for, running, and that's very encouraging. So I'm excited about trying these Vibrams out and seeing if I can get back up to a running level where I could possibly in the future go on a full marathon. That would be a lot of, that'd be amazing. Anyhow, it's interesting, the whole, this whole idea where walking barefoot and running barefoot is the natural way of doing things. And I remember as a kid, I used to go barefoot everywhere. I mean, you couldn't put a pair of shoes on me, and it used to be a problem with my parents and a problem at school because I insisted on going to school barefoot. I think, maybe my memory of it's wrong, but I think at some point the school just finally gave up on me and let me go to school barefoot. But, your feet would get calloused up and you could walk on rocks. And the only time I had a serious injury walking barefoot was when I went through a creek and stepped on a broken Coke bottle, which I had to get 8 stitches for. But, it's funny how it seems like things in my past where I felt like I was right about something at a very young age, but the pressure of society forced me to think differently. And yet now it's all coming back. No, my intuitions were right in the beginning. Barefoot is the way to go. And in fact, I plan on walking and running totally barefoot this summer. But the Vibrams are nice for example, you don't go into stores barefoot. They won't let you into stores barefoot. And getting your feet, I think these are a good first stage towards reintroducing my feet to walking barefoot. So this is exciting. And also they're good for colder days too, like today. It's still March, and I'm going to try going outside in my Vibrams and see how it goes. So I just wanted to share that with you. You should look it up. Vibram is VIBRAM. Look it up on the internet. You can order them online. I recommend, though, if you can go to a store and get properly fitted, do that, because it may be a little tricky in getting the right size for your feet. I bought my Vibram at Mountain Equipment Co-op here in Toronto on King Street, and so if you're in the Toronto area, that's where you can get them, at the Mountain Equipment Co-op. Anyways, have a vibrant day. This is David Kelly for grassrootsvegan.com.